Boom! There it is,
Boom.
ladies and gents. Man, I'm excited for today's show. If you guys have a beautiful car out there and you want to protect it, today's show is for you. Let's do this thing. Here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
Look, a business can give you everything you want in life. Prestige, wealth, freedom. It can also take everything away from you. This show is for those who are willing to take that risk. These are the real life stories of entrepreneurs. But before we start, I have one small favor to ask. Please leave a comment. It can be advice, critiques, tips, feedback, or share this with someone because your engagement is the most valuable and most powerful form of social currency. So thank you, and welcome to another episode of Business Bros. Ooh, there it is, ladies and gents. Let's drop some heat. Who do we got on the show today? All right. Nice cars need special care in order to keep them, that new car shine. Yeah, you can wax the car, but the real trick to keeping that shine is ceramic coating. It lasts 20 times longer than wax, reduces bird poop and bugs from sticking around, gives the car a high gloss shine, and has self-cleaning properties. I mean, the product sells itself, but you will need a quality team to put it on your car professionally. And today's guest and his team are helping car owners protect and keep their cars shine. So let's welcome to the show from Ceramic King Coatings in Virginia Beach, Leland John. Ooh, it's party time, my brother. Welcome to the show, man.
Party time, baby. Thanks for having me, Hernan, dude. It's awesome. It's a pleasure to be on the show and talk business with the Business Bros.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Leland, let's do this thing. I'm going to start off with some obvious questions, and I forgot to tell you, I use movie clips and stuff like that to cut up the show, so let's do this. Ceramic coating. There are so many different businesses you could have gotten into. Why are you doing this one?
Why are you doing this?
Because I want to know.
These memes are awesome, dude. Yeah, so, dude, I've started so many businesses. I tried so many businesses. I tried everything. Get rich quick, multi-level marketing. Dude, I've tried so many things. I had a t-shirt printing business. But you know what? I followed the market. I followed what I love to do. I love working on cars. I sold cars for the longest time, and it all came back to, man, what do I love to do that solves a problem in the market that can allow me to provide opportunities to the people that work for me, work with me, and also give back to the community by offering a service that the market is demanding. And so that's inevitably led me down this long path. And now I own Ceramic King Coatings in Virginia Beach. And it's been one heck of a journey. And I'm so glad I'm here because, dude, it's an amazing business to be a part of, and it's so valuable to the clients that we get to service every single day.
Dude, there's a lot of different things and a lot of different ways I want to go with today's conversation. First and foremost, I teach a class called Financial Algebra. I have high school seniors in that class, right? And one of the things I tell them is you don't exactly know what's going to happen when you graduate. You might have a general idea of what you want to do in life, but there's so many different opportunities. You had so many different ventures that you went on, which means you've had a lot of failures in your life, but that had led you to this point. Tell me about some of those failures, what you were thinking going in, and what were you thinking as they failed, as you bombed out on those?
For sure, man, dude. I wrote an entire book on this topic of failure. Okay, I've written and published 4 books, and the third one I wrote was A Journey with Purpose: A Guide to Starting and Succeeding as an Entrepreneur. No, that was the first one. Then the second one was A Journey with Purpose: A Guide to Overcoming and Conquering Failure. Okay, and as I was going through these different ventures, right, I started off with the t-shirt printing business in high school. Now, while I was in high school, I actually grew up overseas while I was in high school in Singapore, and I went to Singapore American School. And while I was there, I was working a part-time job as a recreation assistant at a local gym. And as I was working in this gym and working late hours, I was always listening to podcasts and videos, just like the one we're on right now. And I heard this thing about this kid who made like $100,000 by 15 years old. And I was like, that's unreal, dude. I'm sitting here. I was 17 at the time. I'm like, dude, if he can do it, I can do it too.
That's right.
No way that there's some kid out here. And so I watched that video. I got inspired by it. I was like,
hey, Leland, time out. I think I lost your audio a little bit. I can still hear you. It's just got really light.
okay, let me know if it's back.
No, I mean, I can still hear you. It just, the volume went down. Did you like move a cord or something?
I don't think so. No.
No? All right. Well, let's keep going. We can adjust it on our end anyways.
All right. Let me know if it cuts out.
Yeah, it's not cutting out. You're still good. So sorry the interruption. Keep going.
No, you're good, man. All right. So look, I started this thing in high school because I saw this one kid who started and grew this speaking business and book writing and all this stuff. And I was inspired by it. But at the end of the day, I was also saying to myself, man, if a 15-year-old kid or a 14-year-old kid can do that, dude, I know there's like entrepreneurs or business folks in general. They have this light inside of them, this fire that's saying, man, I know I'm meant for something bigger. I know I'm meant to do something different, right? I'm not going to follow this 9-to-5 thing, right? So as I'm wiping down all this gym equipment, I'm like, man, I took one of the quotes from that video of that kid, and it said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, right? I said, I'm putting that thing on a shirt. Boom. Next thing I know, t-shirt printing business. I named it T Quotes, and I was putting inspirational quotes on t-shirts, right? So simple and so fun, right? So I ended up growing this t-shirt printing business. And look, I still got a t-shirt printer right here.
Screen printer.
So like this shirt right here that I'm wearing, like we make our own shirts here now in-house as just like a reminder, like, you know what, dude, you came from something, right? But anyways, I started doing this t-shirt printing business, and as the market was speaking to me, it was all print on demand stuff. People just wanted to put their own logos and this and that. I didn't have the software for it. Or if I did, at the time I graduated high school, I went to college. I was now a broke college student. I didn't have money to invest in machines and things and big grand stuff and software and all this stuff to fulfill all these orders. So I ended up moving on from the t-shirt printing business. And I still needed to go ahead and make some money as a broke college student. And so what I did was I went into detailing cars. Okay, so it started kind of as a joke where me and my buddy were cleaning out my car, and he said, man, I want to start a business like your t-shirt printing business, because you did so good with that. I want to start a business. So I kind of was joking with him and said, look, man, it's very easy to start a business. You just have to start.
Yes.
And so from that, it framed this mindset for me, which inspired that book, Overcoming Conquering Failure. So I tried different things, right? I tried getting rich quick. Okay, I tried doing multi-level marketing. And granted, there is an entire market out there. I know some highly successful multi-level marketers. I'm not bashing that at all. It's just not for me.
Yes.
So I tried different things. They didn't pan out. And you get to a certain point in business where you have to ask yourself, is the market speaking? Am I in the right line of work? Am I upset with what I'm doing? Am I angry with what I'm doing? Do I love what I'm doing? And you have to ask yourself these questions. And I don't consider them failures. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I titled the book Overcoming and Conquering Failure. Because to me, I framed this mindset in helping my friend start a detailing business, which is now years later, Ceramic King Coatings. But in doing that, I framed this mindset of failure is actually a myth. Okay, it's make-believe. And why is failure a myth? Because it's actually as simple as a mathematical equation, right? If you put 0% of effort into something, the max result you can get out is 0%.
Mm-hmm.
And so on that same note, I was like, well, if I put 110% into something, then the max result I can get out is 110. And maybe I don't hit 110%. Maybe I hit 100. Maybe I hit 80. Is that a failure, or is that just something you just keep pushing through?
Yeah, dude, that's still a win, right? And it's all about repetition and doing things. Look, You are doing a job right now in ceramic coating. For those of you who don't know, or I mean, just go to his Instagram page and check out the work that you do. There is a lot of detail that goes into putting ceramic coating on cars. And for you to develop that, I mean, it started with a t-shirt. I'm not going to wear a shitty looking t-shirt. If the screen print isn't on there right, I'm just not going to get it, right? It's not going to be for me. But the detail started there when you were like, in high school. And then you gradually move up. You take all those skills that you learn from and you implement them into what you're doing in your business. So to me, that's the kind of skills and credentials that you have to do what you do now.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about what it is that you do now. What do people pay you for?
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
That's right, Joker.
Sir. I love that, the Joker. Yes, sir. So what we do here at Ceramic King Coatings is we take people's vehicles and give them the royal treatment. Okay. So in a sense, what we do is we save people from spending an arm and a leg on getting a vehicle repainted or wrapped or whatever. And we take the prized possessions that people have, whether it be luxury vehicles, daily drivers, antiques, hot rods, JDM cars, whatever it is that you drive. If you care about your vehicle, which to some people it's a huge investment. I mean, we deal with vehicles all the way up to $150,000 and more to, $1,500 vehicles. I mean, if you love your vehicle and you care about your paint and the longevity of your vehicle, that's why you come to us. So we don't do detailing. Well, we're under the umbrella of detailing vehicles, but it's such a niche. There's my wife, man. That's awesome.
Fire.
Yes, sir. So, so we're under the umbrella of detailing, but it's so niche down. See, we're not a body shop. We're not going to fix your vehicle after you get in a collision, but we're not a detailer where we're not just going to wash and wax your vehicle. Mm-hmm. And in between, there's this niche called ceramic coating. What a ceramic coating is, it's a long-term paint protectant that is ours here that we use is a 9-year coating. So 9 years. And it's good under warranty on your paint. So that's one thing we do here at Ceramic King Coatings that you can't get anywhere else. There's actually 3 things you get here at Ceramic King Coatings you cannot get anywhere else that I know of, probably in the whole country. And I just found out today that my store here, by the way, is one of the highest producing ceramic coating companies in the country. I think we're one of 25 in the country that does the amount of volume and revenue for ceramic coatings. But so that gives me a little bona fides to say this claim that nobody else does this but us. And it comes down to 3 things. The first thing you're going to get is our 9-year paint warranty. So again, we don't just put a warranty on the ceramic coating. Okay. Everyone does that. If your coating fails, we'll redo it. I get that. We actually take it a step further, which is the sole reason people come to us, which is to protect their paint. So we will actually protect your paint guaranteed for 9 years against tree sap, bird waste, acid rain, UV ray damage, fading, scratching, swirling, marring, paint overspray, bug guts, road grime, etching, hard water spots, and the list goes on. And we protect your paint, so we will repaint your vehicle for free in that 9-year time frame if you get damage from any of those things that Mother Nature throws out at you. So
that's money, bro. That's money.
Yes, that's one thing that separates us. The second thing that separates us from any coating shop out here is what we call our free roof to road coverage. See, all these other shops, they'll charge you $400-$600 just to put a coating on your glass, for example. We don't do that. Here at my store, we will do your glass, your wheels, your rims, your lights, your plastics, your trim, your side mirrors, all of it from top to bottom, roof to road, at no additional cost. We don't charge our clients for it. On the actual invoice, it shows it is included. It is free. We do not charge for that when you get a ceramic coating package done on your paint. So that's the second thing.
How often, real quick, before you get to the third thing, how often are people even aware this is something they can do?
I wasn't aware that was something a person could do.
Man, you'd be blown away. Ceramic coating, just to answer your question real quick, It's been around since the mid 2000s, and it's really gained popularity over the past handful, maybe 5 years or so. It's really started to gain popularity. But I'd say majority of people don't even know it exists yet, which is crazy. So it's still a growing market. It's still a new market. Just since I've been doing it in Virginia over the past year and a half here at this store, man, the market's just been growing and growing and growing. It's becoming more and more popular. So I'd say majority of people don't even know what ceramic coatings are. So that's why, again, I appreciate the opportunity for me being able to explain that to you and also let people know what it even is.
Well, let's get back to number 3 so they can understand what it is and why going to Ceramic King Coatings in Virginia Beach is so important.
Yes, sir. And I'll caveat that too with something else cool here in a second. But the third thing, of course, is what we call our VIP club. Okay, so this is a lifetime membership. It's free. Okay, you don't sign up for it. Once you get your ceramic coating done with us, it is a lifetime membership into our VIP club that is attached to the VIN on your vehicle. It gets you lifetime interior and exterior details for only $50 for one per visit for life. So if you ever want a full interior detail, including shampooing your seats, stain removal, all that, it's only ever $50. Most people spend, well, shoot, Hernan, how much do you spend to get your vehicle detailed?
Oh my gosh. I haven't done my car in a long time, but my wife's car, different ball game, right? Easy, like $150, dude. Easy.
150, yeah, all day. 150. Some people are spending $200, $300, $400 to get just the interior cleaned, right? So we don't do that. It's only $50 interior, $50 exterior. Okay, so we don't charge an arm and a leg, and that's a lifetime benefit. Okay, that's just one thing. You also get free massage chair time. We got a massage chair in our lounge, yeah. So you get free
wait. Is it one of those where you like sink in, like it sucks up your arm and your legs and like gives you the full massage? Is it one of those?
Maybe I'll have to send you a picture. We can show it, but yeah.
Oh, dude, I went to the fair like 2 weeks ago and did like a 5-minute thing in one of those chairs. Oh, dude, those are fantastic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we got that. It's got this feature of zero gravity. It just sits you all the way back, man. So comfortable. So comfortable. We have clients that signed up just because of the massage chair. So yeah, you get free massage chair time in our massage chair. You also get free admission into any car show that we sponsor. And we sponsor as many as possible. So as a client of ours, we cover your entrance fee and you get to get your vehicle judged and you get trophies for it. We've had a lot of clients get many trophies at all the car shows that we sponsor. So we actually just last weekend we had we won best paint job on one of our Corvettes that we did. Yes. So we're always winning awards. So it's a remarkable transformation. Most of our clients, when we pull their vehicle out of our shop and they see it for the first time, they're like, dude, that is not the same vehicle. That's key in a ceramic coating because you can really transform a vehicle. So anyways, the car shows and there's a bunch of other benefits, discounts on our products, all kinds of stuff.
So those are the VIPs, right? These are the lifetime clients. But if somebody's coming up to you and they're like interested in maybe finding out more, looking at it if it's worth it on their car, what's that sales process like? It's a lot of customers coming your way.
A lot of customers. That's what my shop looks like, man.
Yes.
Well, that's what it feels like for sure. So we have a whole sales process outline. I'm actually the creator of the whole sales process for Ceramic King Coating. So on that note that I was telling you, so we actually got locations all around the country. So we got one in Florida, Louisiana, 2 in Texas, 1 in Oklahoma. And we just opened one up in Las Vegas. And so they're all independently owned and operated. So I independently own and operate this store. And we're at the end of the day, we're a group of friends, but it's a combination of corporate locations, licensing agreements, and just sole independent owners and operators. So that mix of people, we all have our own individual stores. But I created the sales process for Ceramic King Coatings. And we also do sales for other ceramic coating shops in the country that aren't Ceramic King Coatings. They're different companies like Top Dog Auto Ceramics in South Carolina. We got a guy out in Arizona. We got a guy up in Philadelphia. We got guys down in other parts of Florida. And
Your referral network.
What's that?
It's a referral network.
It's kind of like a referral network, but my team, my sales team, I have a whole sales team. I got 4 salespeople, a sales manager, and a general manager that oversee the sales department. And we're kind of like a call center. And we do the sales for all of these stores. So we handle all their booking, their consultation, and we collect their deposit and put them on the calendar for that store owner. So that's kind of that. So the sales process broken down, I mean, we take them through the whole sales cycle. So all the way from meet and greet to need finding to product selection. And after product selection, we do a demonstration. After the demonstration, we're going to do a trial close of some sort. Then we're going to do after the trial close, we're going to do a write-up. So we're going to make a write-up of what we're offering, do the actual proposal and negotiation, close the deal, follow up. And that's really the cycle that we go through when it comes to sales. And we have different things put in place for that sales process. So my background was sales. Before I got into starting businesses and everything, I was working and selling for these other companies. I got to the point where I was doing contracted sales. People would just hire me to just close a pool of leads for their business or their event or their product or whatever it might have been. So I've really kind of taken upon myself to master sales. I actually co-authored a book called Raw Sales. And so that book is all about online selling and over the phone sales. So I incorporated that because the 2 fundamental things you have to have in a business is sales and marketing. It's the backbone and brain to a business. Without marketing, you don't have people to sell, and without sales, you can't sell the people you have. So
100%.
I've seen so many amazing businesses either go under or go out of business or sell their business or whatever, just because they were missing one of those 2 things. And so I'm heavy on the sales side of things. I have a sales team. I see the value in having a sales team, and I motivate them and train them so they know what to do and what to say and how to use the art of sales to truly feature the product, the features, the benefits, and allow these clients to see what it is they're actually getting, which ultimately builds enough value for them to give us their card information so we can close a deal and deliver our service to them.
All right, Leland, if people want to get a hold of you, you're offering such a valuable service, or maybe they just want to go check out that massage chair, bro. How do they do that?
Say hello to my little friend.
Sir, so to get a hold of us, guys, we're located in Virginia Beach at 4859 Dalton Drive, Virginia Beach, Virginia 23462. All right. You can also email us at info@ceramickingcoatingsva, as in Virginia.com. You can also check us out on Instagram at official CKCVA. So that's official CKC, Ceramic King Coatings, VA, Virginia, on Instagram, also on Facebook, official CKCVA, and TikTok, guys. Check us out on TikTok. We're going TikTok.
I got questions about your marketing and stuff that you do. I mean, you said marketing and sales are the cornerstone of your business, and I totally 100% agree with you. But a lot of times entrepreneurs don't know the difference between marketing and sales. They think marketing is sales. They think sales is marketing. How would you define the two to a business owner who doesn't know the difference between the 2?
Absolutely. So there's a saying, and I hope I don't get it wrong. It's a jack of all trades is a master of none, and then it stops there. But if you continue, but oftentimes is better than a master of one.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the whole thing, right? So I personally went deep on sales. Okay, I tried to learn marketing, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, Snapchat ads, banner ads, Google marketing, SEO, SEM, geofencing. I mean, the list goes on, right? I tried to learn all that, but that's because I wanted to be in charge of everything. I wanted to do sales and marketing and this and that. Now, as much as I wanted to be the master of everything, okay, I still had a business to run. So as an entrepreneur or business person, you have so many hats to wear. You have hiring manager, team leader. You're actually the one doing the work. You're the one selling, the one marketing. I got to a certain point. I said, you know what? I can market. Okay. I learned marketing. I got really good at it. But I realized I'm not the best at marketing. And so just like I want to be a jack of all trades, why don't I take the philosophy? I think it was Elon Musk or Bill Gates or one of those nice rich billionaire guys. They said something like, I don't need a college doctorate to learn how to do what I do. I'm going to hire the people that do. Okay?
Yes.
So I dropped out of college after about a year and a half. I said, it's not for me. I was running a business, doing the detailing. It was successful. It was growing. So I kept pursuing it, right? So I realized, man, I can get really good at marketing. I can get really good at sales. I can get really good at my craft of the actual work that I'm doing. But if I'm doing everything, at the end of the day, I'm not maximizing. So if I want to be a jack of all trades, I need to hire all the jacks, man. Yep. I need all the jacks in the world that are a jack of all trades, right? So what I did is I ended up finding this company called 10X Detail Media. And the guys that own this is Dave, Weber, and Lambert Laudry. And these guys are amazing, okay? These guys are the bomb.com at marketing. And these guys, I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you, I went through 75 applications for a marketer to try to find a marketer for my company. I posted an ad. I mean, it was a $4,000 signing bonus. It was like $4,000 a month in salary just to run ads. I mean, I put it out there and I put it in one of these marketing forums on Facebook. It was a ClickFunnels forum. I mean, these are all marketers, right? And that's where I got like literally 100+ applications overnight. And I started looking through these, every single one. I was on Zoom call after Zoom call trying to find it. I narrowed it down to 2 guys, and I ended up picking one guy. And even then, after I went through all of those, that one guy, he set up a beautiful funnel, a beautiful copy on the advertisement and everything. We started pushing ads towards it, and it flopped. I mean, we got like some leads, but they were like from all over the country. I'm like, man, we're not all over the country. And I was like,
narrow it down.
I was like, man, this just tanked. And so after all this money spent and all this time invested, I was like, man, I will never find a marketer. I have to learn this on my own. And right as I was about to give up, I said, you know what? There's something out there. And literally I was scrolling through Facebook and I see this ad for 10X Detail Media. I'm like, huh. So now after interviewing a bunch of marketers, I said, you know what? I'm going to give these guys a shot, see what they're all about. And boy, they passed every single BS test. They knew what they were talking about. They were targeting my demographic. They were doing everything right. And they literally, in a 1-year time frame, I was working a full-time job selling cars and doing this on the side as a side business. They took me from that situation. In less than a month and a half, I tripled my income doing this.
Ooh.
Quit my full-time job, went full-time on this, and in less than a year grew my team to over 5 employees. We got a 4,500 square foot shop. We did an outstanding amount of vehicles and time. There's my wife. She's so supportive. And so, quitting my full-time job was a huge, big thing because my son was on the way, and I was, man, it was a battle. And my wife was like, we can't spend all this extra money to do this and that. And I said, I am going to do this. I know
I'm all in.
I'm all in, baby. I am all in. And I believed it to my core, and I chased that, and I pursued it 100%. And I had no going back. And I'm telling you, we did over $500,000 in the first 11 months working with these guys. So I was able to entirely replace my income, make more money than I could ever imagine selling cars, grew my business, and now we're valued well over $1 million. We'll do $1 million in total revenue in this calendar year. And it's just been a blessing, man. It went from literally mind-blowing circumstances looking back on that. And it's like, man, it's come a long way, but we're at the end of the day, we're still just getting started.
Man, Leland, you got such an amazing story. And I love the fact that for our audience, I mean, our audience is those people that are on the edge, right? They're like, should I do this? I want to do this. I got this idea. They're in that situation that you're talking about where they have that full-time job and they have a side hustle, or they should have a side hustle, or they want to have a side hustle, but they don't know how to move to that next step. You realized on your story, is the way I'm hearing it is, I have these skills, but the way I always hear it for my own eyes is I'm good. I'm like a 7 here, a 7 in this skill, an 8 in this skill, a 6 in this skill, maybe a 5. I can speak the language, but it doesn't make me the best in those spaces. And you went out and found a 10. You found a 10 in the marketing space. You brought them on as part of your team. And as a result, you got 10 results, a 10-star result, because you used a professional of that grade, which allowed you to use your 10-star results for the skill that you have, which is in your business to close the deal and then do the work. Like that's the way you get it done.
That's it, baby. That's it, dude. There's no secret sauce to what I did. Like I tell people, and it sounds arrogant to say, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart, guys. Entrepreneurship and starting a business is all about risk and managing that risk and taking that leap of faith and believing that what that feeling is inside of you is real, and sorting that out from the BS, because you can get a great feeling and pursue something and it turns into nothing, but knowing when to change it up. But what I'm saying is, when I made that risk, because I remember, my son was just about to be born, and we'd spent all our money to get ready for my son coming into this world. And we were down to, I think it was like our last $3,000.
Scary.
And with that $3,000, it was, do we pay our rent or do we pay this marketing agency? And my wife, her answer was, you damn sure better pay our rent. Babe, I'm not paying our rent, dude.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right. And you're always right.
That's what I tell my wife all the time, dude. But let's face it, man, this is a real reason you got into business, right?
We're not just doing this for money. We're doing it for a shitload of money.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yes, at the end of the day, running your own business is about making money. Of course, I tell my people, my team, my employees, and even some clients, I'm not running a charity, okay? I can't give this stuff away. But more importantly than just not giving stuff away is justifying the price, justifying the product, okay? I'm not a monster, okay? I will do everything to serve my clients and make sure that when they come to my place of business and allow me the privilege and the opportunity to earn their business, I cherish that. I cherish that they're actually trusting me with their money to allow us to earn their business and truly give them the white glove royal treatment. And my team is an amazing team. I have some of the best employees on the planet, and I love them to death. And I go by a golden rule: do the right thing and take care of your people.
Yes.
And as long as you're doing those two things, my dad told me that at a young age. I asked him, what's your best tip for leadership? He said, do the right thing and take care of your people. and I should get it tattooed on my forehead, because as long as so as long as I'm doing the right thing, I'm not stealing from my clients. I'm not giving them a baloney product. I'm not selling snake oil. This is a real, tried, true, and tested process and product. So I'm doing that. I'm doing the right thing. And then it's just taking care of my people. And who are my people? Well, that's my family, my employees, and my clients. So that's what I do when I reflect on the profit and the revenue that we're able to accomplish out of this place. Is, are we doing the right thing, and am I taking care of my people? And as long as I'm doing that, I do not sleep. I do not lose sleep over it.
That's right. That's right. And I always say, your number one rule in business is to be of service to others, but your business's purpose is to make a profit, right? And you got to make sure that you separate the two, because what you're talking about is being a good person and taking care of your people. If you do those two things and you watch your bottom line, your business will thrive. Garrett's got a question here. He said, any advice to people that know they want to start a business in the future, but don't know what type of business yet?
That's a great question, Garrett. I would say if you want to start a business, you feel that fire inside of you. It brings me back to when I was in the car with my buddy cleaning out my first car I ever owned. And he said, dude, I want to start a business. I just don't know what to do. What I told him was, dude, you just got to start. I mean, we could start a business cleaning cars. And literally that has transformed into this business that I run now. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do that, because that kind of followed I was only cleaning my car that day because I like to clean my car. Mm-hmm. It was what I like to do. So that's really the true answer, is do something you like to do and make sure there's a market for it. And so when it comes to marketing and sales, when you're selling a product, you have to make sure there's red markets and blue markets. And really they're talking about red oceans and blue oceans. Mm-hmm. What's a red ocean? A red ocean is where there's so many sharks attacking the same amount of meat that it makes it a red market. Okay. There's no money to be made when everybody's eating it up. Okay. So for example, like paper clips, if you start a paperclip business, well, it's such a diluted market. There's so many companies that make little paper clips. I don't know what company I bought this paper clip from. I don't know where, but I know it's a product I need. And honestly, whatever the first box of paper clips I saw, that's the one I'm going to buy, right? Mm-hmm. It's a red market. A blue market is something where there's not competition. There's not anybody in that industry. There's not anybody in that field. Now, I said industry, but check me on that. So, excuse me. It's not about the industry specifically. It's about creating a niche in that industry. So, for example, I do ceramic coatings. I'm not the only ceramic coating shop in the country. There's hundreds of them, thousands of them. But in my market here in Virginia Beach, I've taken steps to make myself so niche down. There's nobody in the country doing what I'm doing. And that's those 3 pillars I talked about in the beginning. The paint warranty, the VIP club, and the roof to row coverage. There's nobody doing that. So I've taken my piece of the pie and said, this is how I'm running my business. This is how I'm doing it. And I have to make sure that it's profitable to do that and make it so my competition, my people that are in the same industry, they can't compete with it. They can't offer the things that I offer. They can try. I encourage them to try, but they won't do it as good as I can, because I've made it so that I know what I can do. And I've anyways, long story short, to create a business is to do the thing you like to do that generates money and profit and revenue and for you to profit at the end of the day. And to do that, you need to find something you love to do, but make it niche down to the point where you can succeed in the market that you choose.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback off that, Leland, because you're exactly right. And this is what I tell the young high school kids, right? This is exactly the question. What do I do? Do something, right? It doesn't really matter what it is, because you don't know what door it's going to open. You could try it for a week and then say, nope, I don't want to do that. But in doing that process, you're like, ooh, but there's this other opportunity I can try, and go and try that. The problem with most people and, the side hustle thing is they don't try, right? They have all these ideas, a lot of concepts, a lot of theories, but no action, right? And imperfect action is the only thing that's going to take you to that next level. You got to do something. And figuring out the niche and the market, you're going to get there, but you got to take that first step. Without doing that, you're gonna be stuck. Leland, before we head out, man, you've had a great episode, by the way. I love what you're doing. Amazing success going from zero to hero, my friend. Any last minute thoughts or anything that I didn't ask you that you wanted to get across?
Man, I think the most valuable thing I can leave anybody listening to this podcast is it actually really ties back to what you just said. I remember I was on a TV interview. I was on television, and the anchor asked me, she said, what would you recommend to anybody trying to start and succeed as an entrepreneur? It was a TV interview about my first book, which was A Journey with Purpose, a guide to starting and succeeding as an entrepreneur. So they were asking me questions, and the last thing they asked me was, well, what would you tell people that want to start and succeed as an entrepreneur or business person in general? And my answer was to her, quite literally, just start, just as you said. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about doing something, if you want to do something, you have that fire burning inside of you, and you think, man, I'm meant for something so much bigger, guys, just do it. Just do it. Take that leap of faith. Trust yourself. Trust your inner thoughts. There's a story in the book, Think and Grow Rich. This is where I first heard it. In the beginning of that book, it talks about this army that goes to an island, and they say, we're going to take over this island. And the captain turns around, he lights the boats that they came into on fire. He literally burned the ships behind him. And he turned to his soldiers and he said, the only way we get off this island is if we win. That's it. And I'm telling you guys, if you burn the ships and you don't leave an exit strategy, if your exit strategy is dominate whatever it is you start, you will succeed. Guys, just like I spent my last $3,000, my son was about to be born, and my wife said, rent or start a business, you better pay rent. I burnt the bridges. I said, I don't have an option to let this marketing investment fail. I didn't leave an option for it to fail. And so when I didn't leave that option available, I conquered, I dominated, and I didn't let failure be an option. And so again, guys, it's not going to be smooth sailing the entire time. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. Starting a business is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but again, one of the most enjoyable things you'll ever do in your life. And when you do start to fail and you don't see immediate returns, that's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath, calm down, and get back to doing action, guys. You will succeed in the end as long as you have the determination to pull through. It's not going to be hard forever, but it will be hard just starting. So just start.
That's it, ladies and gents. Just do it. Like Nike. Just go. Just take the step. Take the leap. Go. It's okay. I can guarantee you one thing. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. That's inevitable. Accept that and do it anyways. That's what courage is, man. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's facing your fear and going forward anyways. And that's what it takes to start a business. Just a little bit of courage. At first, they'll laugh at you. Then they'll ask you for advice. That's the way it works, man. If you just consistently do it, you're going to get better and better and better as time moves on. Leland, you've been an amazing guest. You got an amazing business going on. My very last question. The beginning, I said my goal was for you to talk about your business in the best light possible and give you the most energy and fun show as I possibly can. What was your experience like on the Business Bros?
10 out of 10 stars, man. It's been a pleasure, Hernan, being a part of this podcast. I want you guys listening to gain something from this. And guys, if you ever check us out, follow us on Instagram at officialckcva.com, right down here. And guys, if you guys need any advice, you can also follow my personal Instagram at @LelandJones. Check me out. Check out this. Check out the books. And guys, at the end of the day, I'm here to help you guys. And Hernan, it's been a pleasure being on this show and being able to drop some information for the listeners. And guys, go get your vehicle ceramic coated. And the best place to do it is by contacting us at info@ceramickingcoatingsva.com. And if you're in the area here in Virginia Beach, come swing by the shop. Come check us out, guys. And if you mention this podcast, Business Bros Podcast, guys, I will give you 25% off on any 9-year ceramic coating package. Come make it happen.
That is fire right there. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gents, before we head out one more time, look, I know bird poop is going to damage your car, especially if you live in San Diego like I do. Those birds fly free and they let it go as easy as possible. Protect your car, man. That's all that you don't want. Paint chipping away. You know, it looks good after, 2-3 years, but what about 5 years down the road? Protect the car. They're just so expensive today. Plus, you love them. You feel better. Your confidence goes way up when you look around in the parking lot and yours is the shiny one. So make sure you guys get that ceramic coating done. Go to www.ceramickingcoatingsva.com, especially if you're in Virginia Beach, but you heard them. If you're in other parts of the country, start there. They'll hook you up and get you squared away as well. CeramicKingCoatingsVA.com. Leland, thank you very much for coming on the show. Ladies and gents, we'll catch you guys again on the next one. Peace. And we're out.
It's over. Go home.
Is your business in need of marketing? Try starting a podcast. But not just any podcast. Podcast like a pro. We can show you how to take your business from being invisible to becoming a brand people trust. Go to www.businessbros.biz to get started today.